Hi, research friends. Welcome to our third week in research class, and I hope everybody's holding up so far. We are moving into some interesting parts of learning about the topic that you want to research and getting into some of the things that we've worried about, right? We're actually getting into some of the calculated statistics this week, and I feel like you'll do fine. Many students before you have done this and navigated well. Be sure to use that Community and Collaboration Center. It is a great place to sort of test the theory and say, hey, I think I'm doing this right. Anybody got any feedback? And really work amongst yourselves so that you're not isolated, which is a huge challenge as an online student. I mean, who doesn't love the fact that you can take your class in the middle of the night or over a morning cup of coffee or frankly while you're still in your pajamas? You don't have to go anywhere, and I know that's a large draw for a program like this, but also you run the risk of getting isolated, so I don't want you to do that. I am coming off of an amazing weekend with friends and scholars from all over the country and frankly all over the world, as many educators in our profession come from international destinations into the United States to train to become counselor educators and to work with students such as yourselves, learning and teaching about research and assessment and a program evaluation. So we spent 2 days in sessions learning about really innovative research projects, really cool ideas for walking into new situations, helping programs, clinical programs understand what they're doing is working, exactly what we're talking about in this class. So I want to tell you one story from the conference. Our plenary speaker at the conference this year was a man named Dan Buchner. And Dan is an innovator. He is an industrial designer and engineer. He has designed a lot of interesting things that you probably know about. Like, anybody here used the Swiffer? His team was responsible. Up to that point, Procter & Gamble had never developed anything disposable for household consumption. It was always things like detergents, it's soaps, but not a disposable mop head. So just fascinating story. But he also used to work for BMW, and his research team was working for BMW, and I don't drive a BMW, but if you're familiar with BMWs, their tagline is ultimate driving experience. And so what they tasked the research team with is go out and figure out for us, what does that mean? What is the ultimate driving experience for our consumers, and what could we do to make it better? So remember, this is a research project. This isn't just a marketing project to try to sell things or upsell things, but this is a real research team going out to really investigate a phenomenon and see if there might be some area of need that's not being addressed. The research team, and he showed some great videos, took people out driving on the Autobahn in Germany, put people in their BMWs, and these were BMW customers. Research team members were sitting in the back. They've got the driver hooked up to all kinds of great like diodes and biorhythmic testing, and they're asking him questions while he's driving. And Dan says they're going 140 miles an hour down the Autobahn. The driver's saying, this is the most awesome thing ever. I love my BMW and I love being able to drive it. But as they got through to like city areas, they began to talk about what's the anxiety around driving. You know, what's the most uncomfortable part of driving? Most of us love to get in our car and go down the straight and narrow, fairly quickly, perhaps within speed limits, perhaps not. But what they discovered through research, not just asking people what they wanted, but actually testing using heart and blood pressure monitors, breathing rate monitors, and other monitors that tested physical sensations, backing up to park. That's the thing that makes us scared and takes away the quality of our driving experience. Guess what came out of that, y'all? The backup camera in your car. So that's how research turns into action. And even though we're not talking about consumer products, we're still talking about research in this class. So think about how research fits a need and can revolutionize the work that you do and the care that you do for your clients. So have a great week, and I will see you in the classroom and see you back here next week. Bye.